Hey, this is Steve with RV to Cycle. Today, I'm going to give you some information on energy gels. I did a comparison recently. If any of that interests you, stay tuned. In April of 2023, Cliff Bar Company sent out an email telling folks that they were going to be discontinuing the production, the manufacturing and sale of their Cliff gel shots. Now, I have been a big fan, proponent, and user of Cliff gel shots for a number of years. In fact, I can't remember when it was I started. I know it was before 2009. How do I know that? Because I was still living in Texas through the end of 2008. And I had been asked to try and, well, actually I was a guinea pig for Cliff on one of their flavors, which was espresso. They made it for a few years and they quit. And then they started back again, but when they started back, it was double espresso. It was a different flavor, probably more appealing to most folks. Now, I'm an espresso drinker, so I liked the first version very well. The second one, it was okay. But, point is, there is no more Cliff gel shot available. Not for the price the people who hoarded it are asking, let's put it that way. And soon, all of that will be gone as well. I decided it was time to start looking at other manufacturers' similar products. I found a company called The Feed who had a vast offering of gel energy packs. This is not a promotional video. Nobody's paid me to do this. This is just me sharing my opinion on various products. Things I looked for as I was researching which gels to order was caffeine content as well as flavor. This first gel surprised me relative to its consistency. It has a jelly or jam consistency rather than a consistency that aligns with what I was used to with the Cliff shots. The taste was okay. Next was the Goo product, and it had the same consistency as the Cliff Shots product, so no surprise there in terms of the consistency, but the taste was just absolutely horrible. It also didn't have the cold brew taste, and it wasn't like drinking cold coffee. The third one, what a surprise in terms of consistency. That one was runny. I mean, it was almost like water, and the flavor reminded me of a really bad beer or a really bad mixed drink. The next gel was the SIS, or Science and Sport gel. The consistency was similar to the Never Second product in that it was runny. However, it introduced a bit of a surprise. It was like it had little BBs. They weren't hard, they were soft. Okay, does that mean that this stuff went bad? It tasted like just a regular Coca-Cola and an espresso mixed together. After I'd had the product, when I would belch, it tasted like wax lips. You may not know what wax lips taste like. You might not even know what they are. Made out of wax, and it has flavors added to it. It's candy. You can chew the wax. It's similar to chewing gum. Cork gel was my next one. First thing I noticed was the flavor. I mean, it's caramel latte. And wow, it really has more of a caramel taste. Not a bad taste at all. Just not much latte. Consistency, it's a mix between some of the watery ones I've already tried and the goo consistency. It's kind of halfway between those. Next, I tried Precision Fuel's PF30 caffeine gel. The consistency was not quite as firm a gel as I prefer. Similar to the SIS, it had little things in it. The flavor, mild neutral flavor. A little sweetness. Muir Energy Gel was the final selection for my test. The texture was gel, not at all watery. There is a very fine graininess to the texture, likely the result of one of the listed ingredients, which was raw cacao. The taste, it was actually pretty good. The manufacturer describes it as rich fudge brownie. I don't know that I'd call it rich, but it definitely has that fudge brownie flavor. And there's no aftertaste. Well, that's it for today. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, you know, do what you got to do. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.